Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday service online today. Thank God, yes. Um, it is really, really cold out there, so I hope you're all staying in warm in your homes, and if you don't have to go out today, please don't. So I'll get to it right away and begin our service with our opening prayer. I call upon the light of the source to stream into the world, to open the minds and hearts of all. Let the light descend. Allow the plan of light and love to unfold. I will do thy will for the highest good of all, from spirit, through spirit, to spirit. I call upon my guides, guardians, and loved ones from the highest realms to support me in this time of learning and growth. Amen. As spiritualists, we have adopted the following principles. A divine source recognized as God. The unity of all life. Communication, guidance, and healing from the spirit world. The continuous existence of the spirit. Personal responsibility for every thought, word, and action. Reward and consequence for all deeds according to God's natural laws. Eternal progress is open to every spirit. Freedom of interpretation of the seven principles is acknowledged. Good morning, Anastasia. I see that you have joined us. Lovely to see you. We're going to go into our healing segment right away, and I want to read a new prayer I put into the book, and then we'll go in and have a meditation, and hopefully getting ready to something here. We'll go into our meditation and go through our healing. All right. The prayer goes like this. In honor of your divine work here on earth, we ask the healing masters to join us on the earth plane, and we hold a sacred space for infinite source energy to do their work. As we step into the sacred space, we ask the healing specialists in every medical field to be available for this healing. And we expand the sacred space and ask that healing from Mother Earth and all of her beautiful creatures be included every time that we sit together to receive healing from the infinite source of all. So as you are all at home, just make yourself comfortable in your chairs. And I'd like you to begin this healing this morning by taking 3 long deep breaths, just to make yourself beautiful and relaxed. Good morning, Reverend Kim. So in this healing this morning, I encourage you to call on Spirit to be with you. And that each and every one of you ask for healing for yourself first, beginning with your own spirit. And then ask for healing for anything else you may require, be it mental, emotional, or physical. Let us now include our family, our closest family, parents, children, etc. And ask for exactly the same thing for them that you ask for yourself. Let us now include our neighbors, friends, and ask that this healing be available to everyone across the province of Alberta, and now we ask the Great Spirit to include all those living in Canada. And now let us include all of the beautiful people all over the world who are open to receive healing from Spirit today. Let us remember the very underprivileged people, people who are homeless, without food. We send them love, protection, healing. We ask for healing now for our brothers and sisters who are abused by some people, not taken care of. And in the same context, let us include our beautiful animals. Many people take in some pets and then don't take care of them, don't give them the love and nurture that they need. And we ask for healing for all these beautiful creatures. And we send healing now to all those who are the abusers, that they may see the light of their wrongs and may change with the help of Spirit. As we continue to sit, imagine the most brilliant white light hovering above your crown. Your crown of your head opens up like a sun opens its petals, a flower opens its petal to the sun, and the rays begin to pour in. And these beautiful rays, as they pour in and move down the back of your face, down your throat and across into your shoulders, all the while this light is moving into your body, ask for it to push out all and any negativity that you are holding at this time. So as this beautiful light continues down your arms, into your hands and down to the tips of each finger, it also releases all negativity in that area. The light now enters your torso, and as it moves through, it heals all of your organs, and again moves all of the negativity away from that area. The light now enters into your lower body, your hips, down into your thighs, all the way down your legs, through your knees, your shins, into your feet, down to the tips of your fingers. And imagine now that you're completely filled with the light of Spirit, and you can see the negativity finally leaving your body through your feet. And it is taken down into Mother Earth and grounded and kept safely away from you. Just sit for a moment with that thought and know that you are a shining being, a beautiful spirit, and that you are never alone and always, always loved. So now it is time to come back to the room. And before you do, please give a big thank you to Spirit and your own spirit guide for always being with you, protecting you and loving you. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. Good morning to Vern and Debbie, and good morning to Donna. Thank you for joining me, and hope you enjoy the service. I wanted to read something to you today that it's a great message from Silver Birch, and it is all about healing. Some very important messages in there. In this, I believe that people don't really understand, or they don't really understand the real importance of healing and where it comes from and why it comes. So, without further ado, I'll tell you what Silver Birch has to say, and it's called Healing and the Life Force. Good morning to Carol Ann, Colleen, Rachel. Okay, thank you. Lots of people joining, that's lovely. Good morning to each and every one of you. Healing and the Life Force. I would like you to know of this great power which is in your midst. Power which enables you not only to heal the sick, but to touch the souls of those who are ready to be awakened to an understanding of the great eternal truths. This is the whole reason for healing. If you put right what is wrong with the physical body, and you do not touch the spirit, then the healing has failed. And this is coming from a spiritual point of view. But if you touch the spirit, then the healing has succeeded, for you have helped to fan the divine spark which can now grow in illumination and strength. This always is the purpose behind the work of healing. Healers were born into this world in order to help the plan of the Great Spirit to bring realization of eternal truths and eternal realities to so many of the children who do not know who they are, why they are born into your world, and what it is they must do before they leave it. This is the greatest work of all. If you succeed in awakening one soul, then your life on earth has not been in vain. One soul, and that is enough to justify your existence. I rejoice that the work is growing and that more and more are turning their thoughts towards the power of the Spirit. When those we love meet with troubles, we always come to their aid as best we can. When it is sickness, then a greater force is applied to help. But you must remember that every effect has a cause. Whatever help is given from our world cannot be interposed between cause and effect. We can help, but we cannot eradicate the effect that is due to a definite cause. You are souls expressing yourselves through bodies. There are laws which control the body, and there are laws which control the soul. If, as a result of the operation of the law, something happens to the body, that is cause and effect. By spirit power, we can help, but we cannot eradicate the cause that is due to an operation of the law. We cannot work miracles. We cannot alter the natural sequence. The Great Spirit is always at work, never absent from the universe which divine power has created. Nothing happens without the knowledge of the natural laws which encompass all things. The sick man who is healed when all other avenues are closed is the best living testimony to spirit power. He recognizes that he has been brought face to face with a power greater than anything he has encountered on earth. If his soul is touched, which it should be, and I believe there is no successful healing until that happens, then he has come into his own, and he has begun to fill in the purpose of his being. There are many people, both outside your movement and inside it, who do not understand the underlying fundamental purpose. The varying phenomena are important in the part they play, but they are only toys designed to direct your attention. You cannot play with toys forever. You must grow from childhood to manhood, and when you grow, you should not require the toys that are given to amuse children and hold their interest. There are many forms of healing, starting from the purely magnetic, which can be physical, to the psychic, which can be non-spiritual, to the highest, which is the spiritual healing. Pardon me, I didn't read that quite right. Let me do that again. There are many forms of healing, starting from the purely magnetic, which can be physical, to the psychic, which can be non-spiritual, and then to the highest, which is spiritual. When, if the instrument can so attune himself and the patient is ready, healing can be achieved without any touch of any kind. You can, by the sheer magnetism of a healthy body, transfer that magnetic power and not touch our side of life. You can reach the halfway house by which most of your absent healing is done. Then, as I have said, there is the final attainment, in which a healing can be performed without any touch at all, by the attunement between the instrument and the forces operating, so that healing is instantaneous. The divine power is within every soul. You can tap that power because you have access to the armory of the Spirit within yourself, for the Great Spirit is within you. Just as the physical body, obeying the natural law, will always attempt to heal itself, so you, as a spiritual being, if you follow the natural law, you could heal yourself. Health is wholeness of body, mind, and spirit. It is a harmony of the three essential ingredients of man while he is on earth. If any ingredient is not functioning properly, then there is a lack of alignment, and you have sickness. You have sickness and disease. The way to achieve the harmony is for each aspect of man's expression on earth to fulfill its allotted part. The power of the Spirit performs its beneficent task, and none can gainsay it. Those who seek to deny it or to thwart it always have to face the consequences. You are witnessing the same power in miniature that is responsible for the whole of creation, for the energy residing in the ocean, in the pull of gravitation, in the movements of the planets, in the multitudinous manifestations of growth in human, animal, vegetable, and in every kind of life. Healing is part of the life force. That which gave life to the body is the spirit. Matter does not possess life for itself. Matter has no consciousness apart from spirit, which endows it with life. The principle that enables you to live is the same principle which flows through you into healing to bring those wondrous results to the afflicted, the stricken, and the diseased. Thus, in a way, you share with the Great Spirit the responsibility of utilizing the infinite powers of creation itself. Any who seek to tamper with this must regret it. In times of old, the great sin was against the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit, the power of the Spirit. As you open out to receive its fullest influx, so you automatically receive the benediction that flows with it, and which emanates primarily from the author of all being. There is a great work to be done in a world that is sick, physically, mentally, and spiritually. A part of our task, and your task, is to drive out that sickness of body, mind, and spirit, to bring an understanding of love's purpose to those who are wandering in the midst of confusion, groping to find their way. That is the supreme purpose of all mediumship, to give a message to one whose heart is heavy with sorrow, whose eyes are filled with tears of sadness. That is good and helpful and important. To give healing to one who is racked with pain, tortured by illness, or afflicted by disease, that is merciful and very necessary. These are the precursors. They are the means, not the end. The thing is to awaken and touch the dormant soul, so that it comes into its own. If the soul is awakened and begins to understand the purpose of its incarnation on earth, then you have fulfilled your part in the vast scheme of regenerating your world, which is the whole reason for our collaboration with you. That is the key that unlocks the door. It is more important that a soul shall come into its own than a body should be healed, or that a mourner shall be comforted, because that is truly fulfilling the divine purpose. You have not succeeded until that is done. If you bend your energies to that task, and realize that behind all aspects of mediumship and communication, that is the important part, then you are fulfilling your own destiny, for that is the reason you were born into this world. Spirit power is infinite. It has no limitation, except that imposed by the instrument through which it comes. Without the instruments, the power cannot be expressed. They have to broaden and deepen their capacity and concurrently develop their spiritual natures, which determines the amount of power coming through them. Then there are tremendous forces which can be unleashed through them. There are no limits. The spirit potential has no bounds. Always from our world, elevated beings are at work experimenting with the instruments at their command, striving to obtain the greatest combinations of force to produce better and quicker results. We have not reached finality in our world. We can only do the best with the material at our disposal. The spread of knowledge of healing takes a long, long time. The whole method by which the power of the Spirit works in your world is not to ensure any speedy or mass conversion, but to allow this divine power to work its will on one person, one child, one being at a time, to achieve results and establish, as it were, a spiritual bridgehead that will be consolidated and made permanent. It must be that the power of the Spirit in all its diverse manifestations, not only in healing but in other forms, will prove its efficacy as souls are ready to be helped, either with healing, with teaching, with demonstration. But the crucial point is they must be ready to be helped. So I will stop it right at that point. And when it says about talk about a point here. Um, but it says that they cannot perform miracles. Um, they can, in fact, because I've seen it, and many of you know about it with other people and what you've heard. But the person, the cause and effect they speak about is, I'll give you a quick example. A lady who asked me for healing, and she suffered from COPD and really had difficulty breathing, would have short breaths. So I did a healing for her, and it was about 15 minutes, and I was sitting with her just across from her, and I didn't know anything much about COPD at that time, and she finally went, "Oh my goodness, I can take a long deep breath." And she felt such relief from this beautiful healing that she was receiving from Spirit. And with that, she grabbed her cigarettes, went outside and had a smoke. So there's the problem. That's the part they cannot change or heal, that they talk about. That lady went and just destroyed all the healing that was given to her because she's not doing her part. And we all have to do our part and play our part in order, we have to give to receive. Okay? So, I thank all the beautiful people who've joined me this morning. I see more of, good morning, Careza. It's really nice that you have. So, we'll try and remember what's coming up. We were going to have a virtual evening with Spirit, I believe, on the 27th. So you can stay at home, of course, and do this and watch this and do it on Zoom. And so if you want to start booking tickets, we'd really appreciate it. I want to tell people early, if you have friends maybe out there, that on April 21st and 22nd, I think, I might be wrong, 21st, Saturday and Sunday anyway, I'm going to put on a psychic development workshop again. I know there's been a lot of interest, so just letting you know that that is coming up. And I think I'm just noticing somebody. Take care, Colleen. She's leaving. I think that's it for the moment. Reverend Kim will let me know. If you have anything that you think of at the moment, Reverend Kim, would you send me a message? So, thankfully, everybody got the message that the church was closed this morning. I sure hope so. I know one of our lovely ladies did turn up for healing. She missed the message, so bless her. So Kim says I'm all good. Thank you, Kim. So with that, I will say our closing prayer and wish you warmer days ahead. Thank you for joining me this morning. So here's our prayer. As we depart, we ask for the love and the light to stream forth from our work here tonight. May it heal and support those that are in need. May we return to our earthly journey and always endeavour to strive towards our highest good. We wish to thank our guides, guardians and loved ones that have supported us in our growth. Till next we meet, may your path always be lit by the light. Thank you once again. Bless you all. Stay warm, stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you next Sunday in our church. Bye for now.